Hello and welcome to 7F5R Live on Instagram. This is the 65th episode of this series. It is the 28th of December 2022, currently 2:45 p.m. on a very cloudy Wednesday afternoon here in Singapore. Thank you so much for joining us, whether you're watching this live or as a recording. My name is Stephanie Jennifer. I am a CZT21 and I'll be your host for this session. And in just a moment, I'll be joined by my co-host Debbie New CZT18. We're so happy to have you here today. Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
So we are in the same place today. We're streaming from 7F5R studio. So there might be a bit of a lag in between me speaking and Debbie speaking because one of us has to be muted in order for the audio to come out clearly through the other person's device. So when I ask a question or when Debbie asks a question, it might take a while for us to mute and unmute ourselves, right?
Yeah, trying to get my camera to zoom in on the correct spot. So I'm using one of our older stands from earlier, and then it doesn't really give us the angle that is ideal anymore. So yeah, I think this is okay.
Yeah, so a recording of today's session, like all of our other Instagram live sessions, will be made available on our Instagram page at 7forest5rivers and also on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/7f5rstudio. If you like to sit and tangle and as we chat, yeah, well, you're free to bring out a tile of your own. It can be a black and white tile. It can be a tinted tile like we have today. It's up to you. Today's session will be slightly shorter than normal just because we're actually going to be going into Malaysia after today's Instagram live session. If you follow us on our social media, you would know that we have an art exhibition in Malaysia. Yeah, we're already about a third of the way there. Yeah, a third of the way through. It'll end on 15th, no, actually 14th January 2023. So if you're in the area, we'd love to have you in person, see you in person. And if you're not, we filmed a walkthrough of the exhibition space. It's available on our Instagram page, so you can check that out as well. Yeah. You can follow us on our personal Instagram accounts. Debbie is at tangled.pursuits and I'm halfpan_will_draw. Susan is not here with us today. She's a little busy, but you can also follow her at susanyou.czt. And of course, today's session is a little more special. It is one of the last Tea and Tangle challenges for 2022. So this is like our yearly tradition. It is a free for all. So today you can choose any sort of tangles to complete a tile. Jointly, Debbie and I have chosen to both draw Y4, one of Zentangle Inc.'s newest tangles. If you'd like to include Y4 in your own tile, you can as well, but otherwise, anything goes. And if you would like, you can share your artworks on our Facebook group, 7F5R Challenge. You can search for 7F5R Challenge directly in your Facebook search bar or go to bit.ly/FB7F5R. Yeah, Debbie, would you like to show everyone what tile you're using?
So we decided to go for smaller format tiles because we can't really do like a long live session today because like she said, we are going back into Malaysia and we are going to take the train. So we have to check in like 1 hour prior to our boarding. And 1 hour prior to our boarding is like peak hour in Singapore in terms of traffic. So we want to beat the traffic, and then we also have to have dinner at the same time. So we can't really stay very long today. Um, we have well, these are look like ATCs, ATC size tiles, but they are slightly smaller. This is how they compare to a bijou tile. And then I have a regular towel just to show you it's shorter as well. So we've got like two each. Not sure if we're pretty ambitious or not, but we will probably try our best. And I think Steph will walk you through the string in a moment that was chosen by Susan Yeo.
Yeah. Today's string, very simple, heart shape or heart shapes, depending if you want to draw one or more. So Susan's suggestion, so the very simple one would obviously be this is your tile, and then you just draw a heart. Oh, it's very simple. She also showed an example where you have the hearts sort of stacked on each other. So that's fun too. And then, of course, if you like to add a border to your tile, you can do so as well. So maybe I have one starting from here, and then I have my hearts stacked on each other. If you like to start working on an early Valentine's Day card, hearts well, what else? Lava, any heart. Maybe you have a lot of Valentines to give.
You have a lot of love.
I have a lot of love to give, yes. There's this one session where Susan was teaching a class, and then she said we're going to draw a heart shape. And we're going to, as we're drawing it, we're going to think about how we're thankful for the heart shape. To which Debbie misheard it as hardship. So be thankful for your hardship. She was like, huh? Oh no. Be thankful for your hardship. Oh dear. Yeah, so up to you on how you want to draw your string. Of course, your string is just a guideline. You can ignore some of the lines, or if you want to follow the string very thoroughly, you really want to have the heart shape when you finish your tile, you can do so as well.
Follow the heart shape pattern.
Stop. Follow the heart shape thoroughly. Heart shape. Oh my god, I need to stop. It's getting too much. So I thought
It's Susan's fault.
I thought it'd be quite cute if it looks like a butterfly. Butterfly?
Yeah, I think can't really see your butterfly. How is it a heart?
It's a heart.
It's a flattened heart. Yeah, so I've actually put down, I think you can't see, so I have to hold it up. I've actually put down my pencil string, and then where the hearts actually come together, I've actually squeezed in an orb on each side. So planning to do my tiles this way. That's because I think Steph tinted these in this manner that kind of like, was it one piece that you cut?
I think so.
Yeah, it just looked like one piece that she cut. But it was tinted in a very strange way where you can still see all the strokes. Does that make sense? It's not a wash, it's more like a scratch. a rub. Yeah, so because I'm at the studio, I'm actually basically using my studio supplies. I've got like some supplies that
What?
I've got some supplies that I packed into my kit. This is going with me to Malaysia. Yeah, and you probably heard Stephanie in the background contributing to the audio. Yeah. So, Steph, what tangle have you chosen besides Y4?
Oh, we're going back to the old days where like to be an army ourselves. Okay, I thought that it would be cute to like use tangles that Team 7 and 5 are deconstructed in the past year or so. So I thought I could use Debbie's Inner Flux, and then I thought of using Chaperon, depending on how you want to pronounce it, and maybe my Del Y. So Chaperon is by Susan. Debbie said because of the heart-shaped string, right? A way to cheat would just be to use Susan's Grohita. I was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So yeah, maybe if you want to cheat with the prompt, you can just use Grohita. Be like, hey, that's my heart. It looks like a heart, correct? So up to you. Up to you.
So we have just a shorter session today, so we're gonna only have like 4 questions in all. Because part 3 is a 2-part question, so it's actually 4 questions. Okay, so should I start with something simple, or you want to start in sequence, or what? Okay. How do you feel about 2022 ending, and why?
Today I'm very sad. I cannot arrow Susan to answer first. Volunteer her. Can I volunteer Debbie to answer the questions first? Debbie, you want to go first?
I don't mind going first, but I guess what is something I thought I would do or would happen in 2022? Well, I thought that I would have a lot more things done, I guess. Like yeah, personal stuff. I thought that my house would be in order earlier, but well, we got into the last quarter of the year before we got settled in like properly. And then by the time we got settled in, it was like neither here nor there in October. And then, it's kind of like if I had like the housewarming in October, then December there'll be another party, which I didn't want to organize 2 parties. I mean, we didn't really have the time. So for us, it just made sense to sort of like push everything back to Christmas, which we just passed. And I thought that, I thought that was smart, but then I think we were both very tired. My husband and I. All we do is clean. Yeah, so we've had a very merry cleaning session. Not really merry Christmas, but it's okay, I guess. At least the house is done, and then we don't have to like sort of throw another party anytime soon. Um, what else will I think have happened? Mm, that's one for me, I guess. But I think I have more. It's just that maybe Steph want to chime in first.
So the question is, would you have wanted to happen in 2022?
What is something you thought you would do
What is
or would
something you thought?
happen
Okay,
in 2022 but didn't?
okay. What is something that you thought would happen or something that you thought you would do? Well, on a professional front, we filmed 2 Tangle travelogue. If you follow us along our projects, we have this series called Tangle Travelogue that we conceptualized for the company. Basically, it's Team 7 and 5 are taking you around different places of interest in Singapore. So we have one that's about botanic gardens, the Singapore Botanic Gardens, and then there's another one that's about Gardens by the Bay. And then we had 2 in the works that we filmed quite close to each other, and I thought that I would have time to finish at least one of those 2 in 2022. Unfortunately, it's been pushed, so never mind. New timeline is February 2023. Wish me luck. Let's get there. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like 2022 like zoom past so quickly. Yeah.
Well, it's better to sort of spread them out. So to add to what Steph said about the series, right? We actually started it because the world was still in lockdown. So that was why we started it, because we thought that it would be fun to share Singapore with our friends. And a lot of people actually like the series and they have subscribed to them all, which is very sweet of them. Um, so actually, I think that this is something that we probably will continue doing into the next year and beyond. Not sure how many more there will be though. Maybe we can do like Malaysia next. Yeah, yeah. So New Zealand. Ildika, she's gonna give you more work. Can you hear that coming? You think it's like, oh my god, I haven't started the second one, like the next internship, and I got like piles of work.
Um, Personal front, huh? My sleep schedule is an absolute wreck right now. Do I have an idea why? Probably, yeah, I probably do have an idea. It's just been a lot going on, yeah. But other than that, I think I'm happy with where I am, happy with how far we've come as a team.
You're answering the next question.
Oh no! The teacher said I'm answering the next question. Okay, I will shut up now. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so actually, I think that I think all of us, one of the things that I thought about that all of us would not have expected, no matter wherever in the world we were based in, was the war in Russia, in Ukraine. Yeah, so I think that was the thing that sort of threw everybody off. Um, and when I say that, when we started planning for 2022, when we planned to slot in CCTAE 2022, we never banked on the war making such a big difference in terms of logistics and costs. And that was something that happened that really blindsided us, I would say. Yeah, but we are still very grateful because in our region there is still relative peace. I say relative because we're not that far from Taiwan, if you think about it. Mm. So grateful for the peace that we have. Yeah. Should I ask the next question since you already part answered? But you still have to hash out whatever you were saying, okay? Hello? She's nodding her head.
Hello.
She's nodding her head, but we can't see her. So, how do you feel about 2022 ending and why?
I think I speak for a lot of people when I say like I feel like 2022 just whizzed by. There are a lot of people are like, it's ending already so soon. You know, I think the pandemic made everyone go into sort of survival mode. So what would usually come, at the end of the year, usually people take stock of their lives, take stock of like their progress, take stock of what they want to do in the coming year. But then 2022, you sort of have to like take a moment to just sit down and then just really take it in, because like what happened this year, man. Like some people, I know some people like experience loss. Some people experience not just like family loss, maybe it's personal loss as well. Maybe career, their careers ended for certain reasons. So there's a lot of grief involved, not just like from a family death or anything. Sometimes it's also you're grieving the life that you had prior to COVID. And then now things are slowly starting to have a semblance of returning to normal. You're starting to have to find your foothold again. So that's been, I'm still, I need to journal. That's been due for a bit. Yeah. But it's good. Fresh start, hopefully. I think also for me at least, Christmas happens happened very close to it's happening very close to Chinese New Year. So it's like you're going from one celebration to the next, and then there's kind of like so many activities jam packed into one sort of segment, 1 month, I guess you can call it. You start from mid-December all the way to mid-January, or end December rather, because Christmas is end December, then all the way to end January. You're going from Christmas into New Year, into Chinese New Year. So it's like, wow, there's a lot of things to plan, things to, like family gatherings, family functions that you have to think, okay, I have to be at this place at this time, then I'm going to this other person's house doing this thing, and then on top of that, you have to like think about like your work stuff and all. So that's been something to have to, get used to, not get used to, but sort of you're doing a lot of mental work. So that's been something to process. Debbie said that tomorrow we'll take it easy, so I'm looking forward to that. I think we both need a little breather before we get into teaching workshops and being at the art gallery over the weekend. Yeah, but always good to spend good times with Debbie. Maybe I hope that I don't sleep talk in my sleep.
Well, if you do, they will hear about it.
Yeah, if I do, Debbie will update you guys next week. Yeah. So Debbie, what about you? How's 2022 ending?
Well, I realized that I forgot to mention what I was drawing on my tile. So before I answer the question, I might as well like just quickly talk us through this before I forget. So I thought of using all HQ tangles. So I have actually got like an orb in the center, and then I started with flux, and then I added auras like in Luna Flux. So I cheated a little bit, added Luna Flux. But it's basically because I wanted to use all H2 tangles, and then I have drawings, and then I've got hollies and prantoms. So, well, so the question was, how do you feel about 2022 ending and why? I have to say that this feels kind of similar to Stephanie. I feel that it's like gone by so quick. Um, Basically, I feel like I haven't even came out of like 2021, and then it's like already 2022 is ending. Perhaps the reason for that was because I was hospitalized at the start of the year, and that sort of threw my momentum off a great deal. Yeah, so I feel as though I sort of like walked into some time zone thing where, suddenly time functions at a different pace. And then because of my health issues all year, I feel like I have to plan a lot of downtime now that I never needed so much of in the past. And that has also taken up a chunk of the available free time, right? And I guess I feel a little bit positive that such a horrible year was ending, but I also feel a bit strange to be so far into the millennium and then not have anything to show for it. Yeah, like I thought that we would be more accomplished by now, for example. Not that we are not accomplished. It's just what it is, I guess. I think we've done a lot of we've actually, compared to the first few years that we've been working together, we've actually gone at a much faster pace than ever before, I think. Yeah. And I think for me, I am not sure whether my expectations are valid, but I thought I would accomplish much more. So I'm kind of sad, but I'm also glad. So I'm just happy to put a close on this horrible chapter that we just walked through. But at the same time, I just wish that, it didn't take us so much time to get through that. Yeah, so it's kind of like a bittersweet thing for me, I guess.
You're sad, you're sad and glad. So it's sad.
It sounds like someone ate the A from my salad. So you took out the A, you ate it,
I also typed it out.
and then oh my gosh.
I typed in the comments and then autocorrect was like salad? I was like, no, not salad, sled. Hmm. I'm drawing a little garden. What are the floral sort of tangles? I keep thinking of Hirari. I don't know. Haven't done. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Wing swirl. Okay, let's do wing swirl. Maybe if I believe it enough, I can will it into existence. Okay, 7 effort. Let's do wing swirl.
I think I did mine in the wrong direction, so it's going to be weird. Never mind.
Debbie says she did hers in the wrong direction. If you're tangling along with us, we'd love to see what you've created. So don't forget to post your artwork in our Facebook group, 7F5R Challenge. Or if you have any projects that you're very proud of that you would like to show everyone, currently the challenge is free for all. So technically you could post your beautiful tiles.
Yeah, tag it as free for all.
Yeah, tag it as free for all. Yeah, and it's only this week or so before we move on to and do join the group. Debbie and Ildika are hosting
Join the group.
Debbie and Ildika are hosting the Fragment of Your Imagination challenge for 2023. Yeah, so they've created this beautiful handout with different fragments for each day of January. It's free to download. So if you'd like to pop over in the group, you can find links to it in the featured tab, and then you can get it set up for the coming year. Debbie, have you chosen your format for how you're completing the challenge? Will you even be attempting the challenge?
Yeah, of course I will be attempting the challenge. I'm the host.
I didn't try to get it over.
Yeah, but that's because you pre-did all your tasks, right? So I didn't have the time or the dexterity to pre-do like 31 days of January. But Udike and I have decided on posting reels, and then we are taking turns, and just to sort of like ease in into the new year. So we decided not to kill ourselves. Yeah, right. I mean, you want to sort of like ease into the new year, not max out before the year even really kicks off, right? So we decided to do something easy, something light. Um, I don't have my setup with me. It's at home, but I'm actually using Ildika's string from one of the pages of the handout. So I thought that would be fun to do, and of course I printed mine on sketch paper, so probably have a lot of fun with it. And then of course I did day one ahead of time, only day one though. Not that organized this year, but I did day one ahead of time, and I did it. I did it on a 5 tile. Yeah, so I don't have it with me though. Yeah.
Recently, so we have the project pack. What project pack is this? Project pack 5, is it? Maybe?
That's 10.
10. Project pack 10. And that was inspired by the FYIC fragment. So you remember that they have this page where it's like square, circle, and triangle fragments. And then I thought it would be fun to include seed fragments as well. So on the back page, I've been starting a little collection of seed fragments that I like. Yeah, some of them are based off of tangles, and then some of them are just fragments designs as well. So fun little book. Yeah, fun little reference sheet. What's another HQ tangle? I think I have a page. HQ tangles, static, cubine, yin cut, tuck hitch. Tuck hitch, okay. Tuck hitch. What am I going to do for the background, my towel?
Do you want to answer the last question, or should I just ask it first, then you have more time to think? So actually, the last question, right, was gonna be like you ladies asking one question each. So that will give us 3 questions. But because we only have the both of us today, and we have a shorter one, so it's just 2 of us. So my question. So I'm going first. All right. So my question is, how do you know that you are loved? Well, it's pretty apt that she chose a heart, 2 hearts in the string. So how do you know that you are loved? Hey, I just went first to answer the question, give you a question. I'm going first to give you the answer. Excuse me.
Energy efficient. For those who missed, I just asked Debbie, do you want to go first? So she's reacting that way. How do I know that I'm loved? You know, you got the little your love language quiz. Then people take the quiz, and then the little quiz will tell you, oh, your love language is gifts, or your love language is time, or your love language is physical touch. Then for me, it's I want whatever you're offering. You want to give me time, I take. You want to give me gifts, I take. You want to give me physical touch, I take. Whatever hugs you're giving, I want to take. It's okay. Good. Thank you very much. Ah, how do I know I'm loved? I do like spending quality time with people though. I like experiencing new things with people. So like going to a new restaurant or trying new things. For the longest time I've been asking Debbie to go with me to a pottery class.
We never had time.
Yeah. We need to make time for ourselves to spend time together. So this little trip to Malaysia will be good. Then you get to spend time with you, and then Susan will be joining us later on.
Yeah, don't talk to me at 3 a.m.
I try not to. Don't listen, like cover your ears. Close your ears.
You were quite loud.
Close your ears. Really? Yeah, I was quite loud. I didn't know.
3 a.m.
Yeah, I guess 3 a.m. very quiet. Right? So however you speak will sound very loud. Well, I don't have any control over it, so sorry. Tell myself, be quiet when you sleep. Fall asleep after that. So funny. But yeah, I guess as I grow up, I like
You are grown up.
oh, in a lifetime, maybe I'm planning to live to 100 years old.
Yeah, please do.
So at 27, I'm still quite small. Still quite young. Yeah. But yeah, quality time, I think. When the person is willing and seeks you out to spend time with you, and also when they are concerned about you. Although I think a lot of humans they aren't very good with checking in on people, because a lot of people get like caught up in like their own experience, living life, that they forget like other people actually exist outside of themselves. So it actually takes like an extra conscious effort to like, hey, yeah, I need to check in on this friend of mine, or oh yeah, I haven't heard from like my mom in a bit. Maybe let me like message her, ask her how she is. A lot of people they get caught up in their own little bubble. Yeah, so I guess that just proves, if someone asks, who goes out their way to ask, hey, how are you? How have you been? I guess that's how you know that they care about you, because they've thought about you and then they've decided to reach out to you. Yeah.
They check in.
Check in, yeah. It's not the kaypoh kind of check in where it's like, so what are you doing? And then you tell them, and they're like, oh yeah, I've been doing this, and that. That one is just trying to show off or don't know what.
I'm still checking.
Oh my goodness, I don't like those kaypoh check-ins. I feel like this kaypoh check-ins very annoying.
Well, at least the person bothered.
Oh gosh, bothered to show off.
It's not necessarily showing off.
The people that I know are like the show off kind.
Okay,
I mean, no lah, not you lah, yo.
So I was teasing her. I was like, okay, so I won't check in. And then she's like, not you! Not you! Yeah. Well, I guess, how do I know that I'm loved? Actually, when you grow up in an environment where people are not big on showing love, right? Your standards are very low. Yeah. So your expectations are very low. And I think for a long, long time, and sometimes even now also actually, my standards for all these things are very low. I mean, I'm easily content, like people don't have to show me much love or gratitude or anything for me to do the things that I'm doing for them most of the time. Um yeah, so I guess my perception on this is that, as long as they are kind enough to me, as long as they show some appreciation, I generally feel okay. So I'm not a very demanding sort of character when it comes to this department or the friendship department. And I think, well, I don't, no judgment if you are the opposite though. Because I think everyone is different and we all have had different life experiences. So early on in my life, my mom was already very sick when I was 10. So that is probably why I've always been very independent, and it took me, I would say that, well, I would say that I would blame my parenting or my parents' parenting for any of this, but it definitely contributed to the fact that I actually don't expect a lot of things. So it comes out every Christmas that people will ask me, hey, what should I get you for Christmas? And then I'm like, huh, no need lah. I don't really need anything. Just I think Steph will tell you that I'm very difficult to shop for because there's nothing that I really, yeah, I don't really like anything that could be
I,
too commercial.
I got a joke. I got a joke. The joke is I told was it last Christmas? I told Debbie, I know what you want for Christmas. And she's like, what do I want? And I told her, you want understanding and you want love and time. And I'm like, I don't know what to buy in the store. Where to go and find understanding for you? Can you please let me know which shop I can buy those things at? And then if that's not possible, then can you tell me what physical item you want for Christmas? Must be very specific with your wording. !aiyo!
What's wrong with understanding? Like, what's wrong with wanting to be understood? Yeah, so I'm more interested in stuff that can't be bought lah. Why? Why? I'm not a big yeah. So like they say that women have a lot of shoes, right? Yeah, so women have a lot of shoes, typically more than men lah, right? But I think I have very few shoes compared to a lot of other of my girlfriends. It's just not a big, like, I don't really have a lot of needs that are material. And if you if well, Steph will know this, but if you know me in person, you will realize that I don't really shop for myself that often. I'm still wearing clothing that I've worn for like the last 10, 15, 20 years. Yeah, and yeah, so I'm just not big on material stuff lah. I just prefer the more, like I rather create the experience with my team or my friends, and have that as something special. So recently, like I say, we had like the Christmas party at my place. And my friends were like, "What do you need in the house?" And I'm like, "Nothing. Basically, it's fine. Like I'm just come lah, like just come and hang out. Bring your kids. They can go to the playground, stuff like that. It's these kind of things that matter more to me. So if my friends like can take like a day out of their schedule just to hang out, especially at a busy time like Christmas, I think it's more important for me to have that experience than to have something that you bring to my house just to give to me. So yeah, and I think that I mean look at the pandemic, look at the past couple of years. Everything is so unexpected that's happening. Not just the war, not just I mean, not just the pandemic, but also the war and stuff like that. So my point is that you can't actually um know where things are headed in the next 6 to 12 months, right? So therefore, if a person is very happy to hang out with you, to be alive, to sort of like share time with you, I think that's very important because we've had to say our goodbyes to a few people that just went just like that. We never got to say our byes. Yeah, and I think we're still reeling from that, my husband and I. Yeah, so I guess time is an important one. And memories lah, sharing, creating memories, creating experiences, tangling together, I guess. So like I think we were talking about it previously. I think Steph and I were just saying that we've done so many episodes already, yeah. And the irony of it was we began these live shows not to decompress as a team. That wasn't our priority. But it is becoming one of the biggest draws as to why we continue this series, right? I think even though we're like crazy busy at times, yeah.
Is it my turn to ask question?
You can add to that, or you talk about your question.
I'll talk about my question. I've got nothing to add.
Okay.
My question is, we can't be a blessing to others if we don't care for and bless ourselves. What are you doing to care for yourself?
Excuse me. Um, I think mainly, right, I've been trying to sleep and rest as much as I can. So there was a couple of days where I basically just ignored my phone, because my phone, I can have like 1,000 messages like coming in on any given day, the kind of craziness. And, the moment I answer one, and I want to come in, and I can actually be up all night just replying to things. And it's the kind of craziness that, well, if you are your own business owner, I think you know what I mean. And there are other responsibilities like the accounts, the social media, running a business is not a piece of cake in this social media era, or however you want to pronounce it. Yeah. So I guess for me, right, the biggest thing that I do in order to take care of myself these days is to rest more. So there was like this couple of days just before or leading up to Christmas where I really had to block out all of these things on my phone and just not reply. And I also was going through a bit of pain at that point, so it made sense to just drop everything and then just chill out. Uh, and so yeah, rest, and then sort of like mm, well, I've always been a gamer. I think like almost well my whole life because my dad had a computer in the very early 80s. Um, like I said, they prioritize a lot of things other than health and well-being, but they did have the money to do that if they wanted to. So, no judgment, just commentary. So I've been actually gaming a little bit more, just to counterbalance some of the stress that I'm facing, in the day to day. And yeah, and I just showed Stephanie another game just a couple of half an hour ago, maybe 1 hour ago. Yeah. So stuff like that lah, just to sort of like you can rest all your life, but your brain needs something to sort of like keep it occupied and also to generate new ideas. Yeah. And so for me, it's things like that, and also time to draw. But because my hands are giving me issues from time to time, I can't exactly draw as much as I used to draw. So these are the things that I do to kind of unwind and de-stress lah. Yeah. Mm, and I think I do a lot is actually cook. And cooking to take care of myself, and my husband, because right now we are going through this phase where I'm reacting to a lot of things that I eat, so I can't exactly eat out. So we actually do curate our meals every day, and it's helped us be more mindful, definitely. And even if I am well and 100% again, I think this is a habit that will probably stay with us. Well, I've been cooking for a long time, our meals every day for a long time now. What I mean is the mindful eating habits that we have instituted this year should continue even past like this era of my being unwell. Does that make sense? Yeah.
I like to journal. I don't do it very consistently, but
What happened to the one that we started?
yeah, it's over there.
And then
And then just leave it.
it's been there for 1.5 years.
Very good. We will move to a new location very soon.
Oh my gosh.
Debbie and I were just discussing the broad timeline for 2023. And then I was like, my goodness, we have so much thing to do. Let's just get over 2022 first and then get over January. And then I can think about 2024. Oh my god. So yeah, journaling. What else? In 2022, I got this Muji planner. It's a weekly and a monthly planner. That has worked very well. Why you laugh at me?
Because I was the one who got a Muji planner first.
I copy whatever Debbie's doing in the hopes that my life can be more
No.
more
She
in
just
order.
copies everything and it becomes hers.
Very good. My one now.
Even her
Oh my what?
present to even your present to your mom. I bought it. And then you
Oh yeah.
person.
Very good. Debbie found this bottle. Then I was like, okay, I will pay for it. Then I bought Finish Christmas present for mother. Very good. It's like sibling energy.
No.
Why no?
He's a stalker.
No, I just thought you just happen to be my general vicinity.
Yeah, so you follow me.
No, I never. It's like a cat and it just happened to be in the same room as you.
Both.
No, I'm in the same room as you.
Both.
Um, what else? I try to go for walks every day. So now the current plan that works is when I send my daughter to school, we take a bus to her school, and then I will walk. Yeah, I will walk. No lah, cannot force her to walk. It's quite far for such a small child. And then she stays a full day, you see. So she stays in childcare. So full day.
That's what your
To
husband.
yeah. So my husband tried. He has walked with her, but she told me then my legs get very tired and it hurts. So okay lah, poor thing lah. Then I tell my husband, don't let her walk the whole way lah. Not very nice because she's still so small. Yeah, but I sent her to school.
Nice.
Yeah, the poor child.
Nice or not
to
nice
walk
lah.
so far away. Anyways, point is,
Nice.
I drop her off. Yeah, you do have to be nice to your child. It's part of being a good parent.
No.
Anyways, I sent her off. I dropped her off in school, and then I walk home or walk to the bus stop that I usually go to take a bus to work. So that's my little bit of fresh air and exercise. That's been useful, I think. Yeah, mental health. Right? Have to do this annoying things that don't feel good doing, but then when you finish it, you're like, yeah, that was nice. That was good. I enjoyed it.
That's annoying.
Doing this like healthy eating, planning to like exercise and all, it's a chore. But when after you finish doing it, you're like, yeah, it feels nice, feels good.
It's just part of living, right?
Yeah, living is very tedious and cumbersome sometimes, okay? Don't enjoy doing all these things sometimes. But still have to do lah. Like, want to live well, then have to do these things. Huh? Right. Actually, it sounds so simple, right? Eat well, sleep well,
It is simple.
exercise. But then to do it, you're like, ugh.
Why? It's simple.
No, it's annoying. Sometimes it's annoying. Okay. Maybe you want to check-in? How far along are you on your town?
I think I'm complete.
Neither am I. I'm trying to do like this garden sort of vibes. Debbie says she's not complete. That's why I said neither am I.
I'm complete. The car is not.
She said she is complete, but the town is not.
It's true.
I will say it's not. Should I ask another question?
Actually, what about one of these live shows? We get people to submit questions for us.
Can try. Don't know how well people will respond to it. Debbie says we should ask you guys to send in questions. And then we can answer them. Can be like professional questions, I guess. Yeah, we can have a Q&A. A Q&A session with Team 755. We're also looking into getting a guest on these Instagram live. Yeah, since earlier this year. Yeah. Well, it will work out. I have a faith in us and our abilities.
It's not about faith in us. It's just that there's no time.
There is. We'll find time next year. Gyao sometime out.
More like yell the person.
See who are our upcoming
Victims.
No interns. Not victims. Be like, please send in your resume to be our upcoming victim. I mean intern.
He's the person who says you have to be nice to your child.
I have to be nice to my child. But I have to be nice to my work partners.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, that's the.
Tonight at 3 a.m. you wait.
You wait. I wait. This sounds so threatening. Why I wait?
I make sure you wake up in your sleep.
Got like Chucky kind of energy to it.
No, I will take revenge.
How will you take revenge?
You woke at 3.
Like, oi, wake up! And I'm like, huh? Okay, I think I'm done.
No idea actually. Yeah, maybe I should. I shall set my alarm for 3 a.m.
Stop!
And then again at 4 a.m.
No!
Because that's what she did.
No!
She woke up at 3 a.m.
I will sleep in the other room.
I will still go in the other room.
For what? So stupid. So stupid.
Fine.
Oh my goodness. No, don't make
Do
sense.
unto others what they did to you.
No! Is that how it goes?
No.
Do unto others what you want to be done to yourself, right? It's the original saying.
Yeah, I didn't want to do anything to you, but you.
I did that. It's sleeping, Stephanie.
I'm going to do unto you
No,
what
no,
you
no,
have
no.
done to me.
No. I'm sleeping. I cannot be. Actually,
I'm sleeping also. So I'm going to do it, and then I'm like, oh, I was sleeping.
yeah, you know those kind of like people that like accidentally murder someone else while they're sleepwalking. Is that like a defense?
But it's still manslaughter, what?
Oh, so it's not murder lah, but it's still manslaughter.
Well, it depends if the person was like day in, day out, thinking of killing the person. Then that is premeditation.
Poor thing.
Are you sure you want to open the Q&A like that?
Be like,
How dispose of it on you?
I mean, you can choose not to answer. Oh, would they ask us though? They should be asking like some like true crime podcast, not us.
Maybe you look like who?
Maybe we do look like crooks. I should color over it. Maybe I should color over it. I was very clever. I forgot my white. Yeah. I forgot my white pen at home, so I'm using a 08.
I think there are some here.
I don't want a 08 or 10. I have one with a 08. No, it's okay. Yeah. If you like to show us your work, you post it in the 7-5 hour challenge Facebook group. We'd love to see your tiles. And if you have any questions that you'd like to answer, if you're watching this live, if you're watching this as a recording on our Instagram page or on our YouTube channel, let us know in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you.
Like a final check-in.
Sure, Debbie says, why not I do a final check-in? I've done shading, so currently I'm working on highlights. And then I'm thinking of adding like little details in black pen, but then for me to do that, I have to make sure that my paper is completely dry. It does still feel cool to the touch, so that tells me that it's not completely fully dry. So
Blending.
no blending in. I'm just going to wait until everything dries down fully before I add the inked in details. Like for example, I want to add some details to Grohita and also to Jiferi. And then in the flux, I probably add some highlights. Then I'll add some highlights. I might then do a white aura around the entire butterfly to make it look more outstanding. And then we have wing swirl over here with a little flux butterfly, because I thought one butterfly on its own was a bit lonely.
Why do you not draw wingspan?
Wingspan is which one? Well, it doesn't mean that. I mean, I gifted a Tangle to my mom. She doesn't use it. Doesn't mean that just because
Also,
gifted to
I
you.
should take it back.
Take it back.
No.
Pui, give it to someone else.
Then the one that I didn't give to you, you claim.
Which one? Oh yeah, I like that one.
What
Symphony.
the heck?
Symphony is nice. I used it quite a bit. Yeah. Okay, Debbie, your check-in.
Okay, so I'm using all HQ tangles on my tiles. I'm actually adding a bit of colors into my tiles using Tombow brush pens, and because they're water based, I'm actually blending them in with like a water brush. I'm not sure about the colors. They're starting to sort of like turn very murky. It could be because the original background wash was a color pencil wash, and then now I'm actually just adding ink. So not sure what's happening or whether it will dry nicely. We just wing it. I don't think we have time to post reels after this though. Do we? Yeah, but I might try to see how it goes. Usually I do like a reel immediately after the live show, but we'll see whether we can sort of squeeze that in. Otherwise, it will be done another time with stable internet. Not sure where we will have stable internet, but we probably will eventually. I realized that I haven't used Tombos in a long time actually. Usually I have like my Sakura coin. Yeah, so just picking up the Tombos that live on my desk at the office. Yeah. So we did like a discussion, and then we had like Y4 as the common tangle. Did you do your Y4, Steph?
I just realized I haven't.
Oh no. She was the one who said, let's both do Y4. I'm like, okay.
Never mind. We can save this.
Save these for
I see.
for
I can add Y4 to it.
yeah.
Nobody's gonna know. Don't worry. I said nobody's gonna know. Don't worry. I will add my Y4.
a birdie too.
You're a birdie? Oh, you're a birdie. Nobody's gonna know. I'm a birdie. I told Debbie that there's actually a rooster nearby sometimes. He'll crow. And then our building has a no pets policy, but then sometimes I'll hear this cat going meow, meow, and then to which Debbie says I'm hallucinating things, or that it's a ghost cat. Taken to calling it.
Cats can be ghosts also, right?
I guess, or is the cat named Ghost? Well, near our house there's this cat. Then I wonder whether she was lost. It was lost. And
yeah, I said this cat I thought it was a ghost.
No. Then we check its tag. My husband and I checked its tag, and then it had a name Vanessa on one side, and then it had a number on the other side. So then we were thinking about it. We were like, is Vanessa the cat's name or is Vanessa the owner's name?
It's a human being's name.
How you know? Then why is it Vanessa there? So my husband went to call her. Hello, we think we have your cat. Is it lost or is it meant to be an outside cat? Then they say no, she's meant to walk around, and then she comes home to eat.
Dangerous.
Yeah. And then recently, my husband and I commented to each other. We haven't seen Vanessa in a while. Yeah, probably kopi or something.
In Singapore,
Yeah, unmute yourself there.
Yeah, in Singapore, pets are not safe if they go free roaming because we are a very high density state and there are a lot of cars and there are a lot of dangers that the cats can get into. And so we are just never fans of like having cats go roaming outside themselves. And also, most of us live on high floors, so a fall could mean a lot of tragedy. Well, if you fall from like fourth floor, maybe it's not instant death, so it's a lot of pain. That's even worse, right? What if you fall and you don't make it? Yeah, that's like your pain has ended. But if you fall and then you are still alive, this poor cat will be like, oh yeah. So yeah, Singapore. Yeah. So I think we should sort of end here. I mean, well, okay, you can continue if you like, but I think I'm about done with mine. I just need white highlights when it's dry. Yeah.
So for today's session is a shorter session, but usually we stream for about 2 hours each time. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us if you hung out with us this past hour. Has it been an hour? Yeah, it has been an hour. Yeah, we always enjoy these sit-down sessions, or for Debbie rather it's a stand-up session because she's at her standing desk.
I sound like a comedian.
We'll be here every Wednesday. No, but yeah, thank you so much for tangling along with us if you did. Yeah, post your tiles in the 7 and 5 hour challenge group on Facebook. We'd love to see what you've created. bit.ly/FB7 and 5 hour. That's the shortened link. Or you can search 7F5R challenge directly in your Facebook search bar. If you'd like to watch a recording of today's session, it's available at 7 Forests 5 Rivers and also on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/7F5R Studio. You post your artworks on Instagram to tag us so that we can see them. Debbie is at tangled.pursuits. I am at halfpen_will draw. Susan Yo is not here today, but you can find her at susanyo.czt and please use the hashtag 7F5R challenge so that we can find all of your beautiful tiles. We stream every Wednesday, 2:45 p.m. Singapore time. And of course, if you can't join us live, we always have the recordings of the session available. And we hope to see you again soon. Have a very happy new year. And I will be seeing you next week in 2023. Bye!